Welcome back to the channel, everybody. And guess what? Hype Train starting to leave the station once again. As earlier this week, finally got an idea as to what new features are coming to F1 Manager 23. And we got a release date as well. Well, not exactly a specific release date, but do know it's coming out this summer. Although I guess we could have all inferred that given the release time frame of last year's title. Information gathered here is from Planet F1 and Gamewatcher. Links to the articles are down in the video description. Anyways, let's crack open the new features to see what's coming this summer. So a big thing that's coming, and I talked about this in my F1 Manager 23 wishlist video I made a couple weeks ago. Big AI improvements are coming, as well as depth to the career mode as a whole. Really, that's all I needed. I didn't really need any new game modes or anything, but the AI definitely needed some work. And it looks like Frontier took that into consideration. They're tweaking the ways that AI develops their team, and it strengthens their ability to improve their team through a season. So I know in my F1 Manager 22 playthrough, I don't crank all the sliders when it comes to car development, part development, all that. Kind of give the AI a chance, and it's kind of hurt us in some seasons of the playthrough, but in other people's playthrough, they're taking a back marker like Williams or Aston Martin, 22 Aston Martin, not 23 Aston Martin, and basically win the championship in Season 2. Which, is possible. It is Formula 1. But, not exactly that realistic when the regs aren't really changing. Then again, I mean, everyone sees what Aston Martin's done this year in real life, so you never know. But, taking Williams from out of nowhere to crushing the field by like 30 seconds every race or whatever, nah, that's not really happening. So anyways, really, I'm just happy that the AI is getting looked at and overhauled. I mean, we'll see how it is on launch. I imagine it'll continue to be tweaked throughout the release. But really, as long as the AI was taken care of, that was my biggest concern, and that's what I'm most happy about. Now anyways, on to the depth and the new features that are being added to the career mode. So there's been a lot of talk about a new sporting director position being made for the game, and it's just one additional staff member that will help you in your quest to become Constructors Champion. Really, they're going to deal with the pit stops, and it appears that Frontier is going a bit more in-depth on the pit stop behind-the-scenes whole shindig. So you can see from the screenshot that as you got up, you can really adjust and kind of tweak the different aspects of what your pit crew can do, just to micromanage it a bit more. And me, I like micromanaging. Some other folks, not so much. Teach your own. But to me, it's a welcome addition, although I do want to see a bit more details as to what the mode's going to entail. Also new personnel-wise is, well, it really pertains to the drivers. Driver confidence is a new thing. More confident drivers are going to be, less mistakes they'll make, the more daring they'll be on track, perhaps, and low confidence. It'll affect you in the inverse manner. But apparently driver development's also been overhauled a little bit. Younger drivers, obviously, they're going to gain skill rating at a much quicker rate than older drivers, and older drivers finally can actually start regressing if they don't start turning in good performances. I noted in my little wish list video that, yeah, Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton, really great talents, but they probably shouldn't be like the best they've ever been at age 40 or whatever. Now, again, Alonso is out there competing for podiums now in real life with Aston Martin, but thinking of a guy like Vettel, who, obviously, and Red Bull did a lot of heavy lifting, and I'm still going to get roasted in the comments here, but you can tell Vettel kind of stepped down a little bit towards the end of his career, towards the latter half of his Ferrari stint, and Aston Martin did a great job helping elevate that team, but obviously nowhere near where he was in his Red Bull peak. And, Seb's not really that old, but older he got, he seemed to have regressed a little bit. So it'd be interesting to see that implemented here in F1 Manager 23, just to, get the older drivers maybe out a little bit quicker, younger drivers in. It didn't take till Season 4 for me to finally get new drivers in my F1 Manager 22 career, with Marcus Armstrong and Nick DeVries joining the field. Speaking of new drivers, F2 and F3 are going to be a bit more hands-on. I mean, you can't control F2 or F3 team in the upcoming title, but you can at least track the season for them as it goes along, and I believe that may be able to affect how well the driver develops, which really helps rather than, just kind of picking any driver you see, just scouting him a little bit, and then, just having him sit as a reserve driver and slowly just farm experience throughout a season, just sitting on the sidelines for the most part. I imagine there's going to be further details coming out about that, but that's another really intriguing detail that I'm quite happy about. I don't think you can necessarily assemble an entire academy. According to Planet F1, you can have like a mini academy. As to what exactly that means, again, just going to have to wait more details on that, but that's another thing I was looking for in my wish list that I'm quite happy appears to be coming to the title. A few more things I got my eyes on. Apparently, according to Gamewatcher, new weight considerations are going to cause you to worry about reliability a bit more, which is very important because there's really no technical or mechanical retirements in F1 Manager 22. So to see that coming to the game is very important to me to make it a bit more realistic, because these cars are really reliable now, but generally, mechanical retirements, they're a part of Formula One. You never really see them unless your condition of your car gets down to 0% on an engine component or whatnot, and it just doesn't happen. I mean, you could see, the AI getting into various crashes through an entire race, but they never retire the car. So I know you have the option of doing that as a player in F1 Manager 22, but I don't really see anyone ever really taking it. So again, just waiting more details on that to see how exactly you're going to balance your performance and reliability. But to have that as a balancing act, that's going to be really neat to play with in the upcoming title. One more thing that I got my eye on is a race replay mode, which I don't think that means, replay an entire race from your career mode or anything, but similar to that scenario mode that I floated in my wish list video. It's going to let you replay and revisit various moments from the 2023 season. As to what's going to happen there, who knows, considering Red Bull is just absolutely destroying everybody right now. But, parity could be coming very soon. Monaco's coming up here, and Red Bull doesn't appear to be that strong. Curse the commentator, though, as they're probably going to win anyway. Although you never know. So, just got back from vacation the other day, and all these new details about the game. Nice surprise for me to come back and digest here. Hype train still up there. Exact release date, as I mentioned at the top of the video, not out there yet, but we do know F1 Manager 23 is coming to us in the summer. Obviously, going to be doing a playthrough of that, and if you haven't watched my playthrough of F1 Manager 22 yet, big part of this channel, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when videos of that series come out. And back to the waiting game for the game. Thanks for watching.